If you have 10 minutes, maybe I can take any questions or queries that we have at this point.
Okay, so each class you'll be doing the like last 10 minutes will be question and answer kind of a timing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions, basically, I
Okay.
yeah, I don't,
Since this
have a
is the first class.
first class, and also I don't have a hard thing saying that okay, 45 minutes, 45 minutes. That's not how I work. I see, like, what is the logical point to stop. So
Hmm.
that's how,
Okay.
I take a stop, and because I cannot cover the four values and 12 principles in hurry in 10 minutes. So I thought, okay, we'll stop here and do in detail about this in the next class. But if we have time like this, 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever is left, we'll take questions or any kind of queries so that we can talk about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, will we get the materials, whatever you're teaching,
Yes, yes,
like,
you will get it is along with
not only
lot
the recording, right? Okay,
recordings, the PPT that I'm sharing, a lot of other
okay,
books and other materials. As I told I'll give access to the Google Drive, and that you'll have all the materials.
yeah. And I have one question,
Mm.
what's the difference between like just the BA role and the, I know you guys provide the Salesforce BA role as well, BA courses as well.
Mhm.
So, what are the main difference in between
Oh,
these
sorry,
two?
what was the other one you told? Salesforce BA.
Salesforce and the regular BA. I mean, the no.
Okay. See, Salesforce VA is more specific, very specific to Salesforce, the Salesforce
Okay,
tools and
it
other
has
things. So
tools. Okay.
your target, or your, you'll be limited to only that particular Salesforce, related jobs.
So when we do the regular BA, does that like will be qualified for the Salesforce BA as well?
Yes, yes, provided that, if you want to do your, own learning on Salesforce, which
Okay,
you can
the
always
tool that they okay.
do. Exactly,
So on
exactly.
top of this, we have to learn the tool to get into
Yes.
Salesforce.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right. That's
okay, thank you. Yeah.
right. Any other questions? CJ, you have
So,
any queries?
yeah. So, what's the average pay scale or pay rates for the BA position in general?
In general, in the US market, to be frank, I'm not completely aware of it,
Hmm.
Anshul, but I would say it would be more than, yeah, 150,000 at least, 150,000 at least, I would say.
Okay, gotcha.
And also, the growth of a BA would be like, really good, really good. See, because you start as a BA, as a product owner, and when you're doing product owner, eventually you will know in and out of Scrum. So if you feel like you want to switch to Scrum Master for some time, you can always do that. You know, you can always do that, and you can then move up the ladder as a product manager also from product owner. So there are, the growth into, growth here is really, really good, and the horizontal or vertical ways to grow, it's really good. Like, take for example my case itself. Whenever I felt like, okay, maybe, okay, now I'm bored of product ownership now, let me try out Scrum Master for some time. So I took Scrum Master, I did it for 1 year, and then I got bored of Scrum Master, I came back to product owner. So like that, it would be easy for you to switch between roles because you will know in and out, and anytime, you will have this mainstream of product on a product management thing. So yeah, the growth would be really good, I would say.
Mhm. Okay. And how about is it any remote position available or on-site option only?
It totally depends, it totally depends on the organization, and but I would say on-site would be more advantageous for a product owner. The kind of role that you're playing,
Hmm.
on-site would be more, more meaningful because you need to speak to a lot of stakeholders and all. If that's face to face, that would be more helpful. But if your organization says it's not, no, it's all, no, virtual, then that's how it might work.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, do we call this role as business analyst or product owner? What do we put in LinkedIn? Is it like any of those, or is it with
See,
product owner?
okay, I'll tell you the difference. So the business analyst is a role which is more of a traditional way of software development. That is waterfall model. Okay, maybe I have not covered how waterfall model works. Let me show you that quickly. I'll show you that. Yeah, quick point actually.
Okay.
Because I'll just type in waterfall model. Okay, just go here. Yeah, how does a waterfall model work? Meaning, traditional way of software development. In traditional way of
Okay.
software development, what happens is first all the requirements are gathered. Meaning, you as a business analyst, you have gathered the requirements. Your job is done. The requirements are baseline. It's now passed on to the design team. Based on the requirements, the design team comes up with the design. And once the design is done, by the way, here your job is done. You move out. Here, the design team they come up with designs. Once it is baseline, their job is done, they move out. And then is the development team. The development team takes it up, start the development, they complete it, and then pass it on to the testing team. They move out. They're no more part of the project. Pass it on to deployment, meaning okay, you launch it and then you maintain it. The problem here is if any change comes you know change comes at any point in time, like assume here during the implementation stage, the customer comes and says, hey, you know what, initially I told you that when a new user comes to the site, that user can create his or her own username and password. That's what was the requirement, right? Now I'm telling you, uh, my user, it's a pain for the user to create a username and password manually. Why don't you give an option for the user to register directly using their Google account, right? So that means there is change in requirement, which means we have to go back to the first step, redo the requirements, baseline it again, redo the design, baseline it again, then come to implementation again. So any change in requirements has to come from the first step again. So
Hmm.
anything changes here, we have to start again all over. That was the problem with waterfall model. And with the the way the technology is advancing, the way things are moving, right? Every day we have changes. Every day we have to
Yeah.
changes. We cannot sustain this model. So that's the reason, we kind of switch to agile model. However, this waterfall model, maybe at least 20% of the organizations still use it, where there is no ambiguity in requirements at all. When the requirements are perfect and you don't anticipate any changes, then they can go for waterfall model. Otherwise, 80 to 85% of the time, it is agile is the best thing because we know that requirements will change. We know that there will
Yep.
be change in requirements. So that's the difference between waterfall and agile. And in waterfall model, it's called as business analyst, and in agile, it's called as product owner. A new name that's given. That's all, nothing more.
Okay. Okay.
Does
Yeah.
it answer your
Mm.
question?
Yeah. So basically, we can call it product owner, right?
Product owner, yes.
Mm.
I would say, yeah,
Okay.
target product owner. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought maybe what my understanding was initial stage as a junior, business analyst, we call it as business analyst, and then later on when they uh,
No,
get
no,
the senior position. Okay. Okay.
no,
Yeah. Thanks for clearing it up.
no. Any other questions?
That's